The fuck is going on, motherfuckers? Goddamn, fellers. Fuck. I am tired. No, actually, I'm not that tired. Work was a kind of a breeze. I was mostly just... Okay, I'm tired of laughing at 343. That because I've just been looking at people's comments and reactions to the botched launch, and then them actually finally getting to play the game, and those who have been able to actually play it. It's fine. They enjoyed it at first, but kind of feel it's like one and done, and they're just going to put it away for pretty much forever. Never play it again. That's kind of the vibe that people are walking away with right now. There's a few shills out there, those type of people that are acting like this is the greatest thing ever. They're saying things like, Halo's back. Retard, Halo 3 sold 15 million copies and was the most played Xbox Live title for 3 years in a fucking row. It's hailed as one of the greatest games ever, if not the greatest first-person shooter ever made. It's definitely the greatest one in the online console shooter, competitive shooter space, for sure. It's the GOAT in that regard, hands down. Or Halo 2, but honestly, Halo 3 is just Halo 2 perfected. The cheaters weren't as bad online. The combat was a little more skillful overall. That was the one. Best competitive online shooter ever made, Halo 3. There it is. Anyway, but these cucks are acting like this new Halo is just as big of a fucking deal as Halo 3 at launch was, and oh boy. Oh boy, man. Why would you say that? You want to look like a retard? Jesus Christ. You know what? No wonder 343 bilks you fucking dumb fucking retards with microtransactions endlessly. You just eat it up. You lap it up. You make excuses for everything they do. They can do no wrong for a lot of you assholes. Jesus Christ. There's thousands of you fucking idiots. Maybe even close to 1 million Halo fans that are this fucking cucked in the head, dude. My God. Because believe it or not, 343, as bad as they are, their games have sold millions of copies in the past. Granted, goodwill has dried up a good bit, and they seem to be getting less and less popular overall, essentially. But, whatever. They still have fans, unfortunately, because, hey, there's billions of human beings, and several of those billions of human beings that exist in this world are retarded. Or, maybe something's wrong with their brain, or maybe they're just a stupid kid and they haven't grown up yet and learned about reality in any shape or form. Whatever the case. There's people out there that are dumb for whatever good or bad reason. I'm not trying to totally shame people who are dumb. I'm dumb in many ways. Everyone's dumb in certain ways. Some people are just dumb, like dumb about everything. Whatever. Lose the ego. Stop being offended. I'm just being real here. There's dumb people, and they often support stupid shit. Hey, I've been one in the past. I got Halo 4. Shouldn't have done that. Hey, I was a stupid kid. At least I learned. And that's what I'm asking you dumb motherfuckers out there to do. How about you stop being dumb and learn? Learn! It's called experience. It's called you being stupid, you doing something stupid, you seeing that the result of your actions has resulted in nothing but stupid. And that sucks. Don't you want to be smart? Don't you want to be correct? Don't you want to be safe and right and happy and all the good things? Yeah, so of course you do. So you learn from your mistakes. But there are people that are genuinely so fucking stupid, unfortunately, that they just keep making the same damn mistake and they don't learn from it. And these are the really truly stupid people out there. Because it makes sense that you're a dumb fuck at first and then you learn and now you're not stupid about said thing. That makes sense. That's called learning. That's called adapting. That's figuring stuff out. Paying attention. That's what that is. Alright? If you're not doing that, you're just going through life, duh. You're one of those people. You're not just fucking stupid, but you're also like fucking annoying. Like you're dragging everyone else down around you. That's what's so annoying about stupid people getting mad at smart people, telling them off, telling them what to do and stuff like that. It's like, dude, they're trying to help you. Stop getting offended. You're just fucking up, obviously, and they're trying to course correct your dumb ass. Get with it already. I swear to God, that's fucking annoying. Like, let's say I don't use the bus very often, or I don't fly very often, and I show up at the bus station or the airplane place, the airport, and I'm just like, oh, I don't know what to do. It's my first time. It makes sense that I'm going to be a dumb fuck about it. People are probably going to be, like, kind of annoyed by me. Oh, he doesn't know what he's doing. I got to help this asshole out. Fuck. Yeah, that makes sense. But then you learn, and then you're no longer a giant annoying asshole who needs help all the time. Like, that's what normal human behavior is. Oh, this shit right here sucks. Ignore that. This shit over here is cool. I'm going to hang out over here. It's very simple, And most people are smart enough to grasp that. Most people, I think. People are complicated, and not everybody is a fan of this fucking franchise, Halo, so it's hard to gauge exactly how many people are into it and what kind of people are into it and how many fans are smart and how many fans are fucking stupid. So it's hard to say, you can't accurately figure that number out. But you can see the dumb fucks. You can, so there's that at least. And from what we can guess from these dumb fucks is not just stupidity, but also malice. There's a lot of 343 shills out there, a lot of Halo Studio dick riders who aren't just blindly fanboying it up because they're fucking retarded. They know these games are problematic and shitty in a lot of ways. They play like Call of Duty. They're developed by worker abusers. They fucking are launched unfinished. They have microtransactions. They have online-only fucking restrictive bullshit attached to them. This is objectively crap. This is objectively no good reason for it, just greed. That's what's the fucking reason for this, is greed. It's not a good reason. It's a shitty one. Some greedy executive is getting our fucking money mainly, while the workers and everyone else involved just gets paid less. Fucking capitalist bullshit run amok, dude. No good reason. You can't justify it. You can't defend it. And these assholes, they try, and it's really fucking sad to watch. It's Cope from Retardville. It really is. Like, good God. You just get offended by seeing it. You're just like, it's bad enough that you're a dumb fuck, but it's like you're not even trying to convince me that you're smart, that you're in the right, that you know what you're talking about. Like, just shut the fuck up for the rest of your life. You might as well at this point. You're so fucking stupid. There's no saving you. So yeah, that's how I feel about any 343 fan who's still sticking around. I just heard, I was on that guy's channel, Why. He does really good videos comparing how new Halo games shape up to the old Halo games in terms of like frame rate and visuals and stuff like that. He kind of just sticks to that. He tries not to go into an opinion territory, but this last video he did was garbage, dude. He was just like, you can tell this game was made by people who care. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. They abuse workers. They have told us to stop complaining about microtransactions and weapon balance. They insulted us. They referred to us as fucking children. And that they are the adults in the room. And that the adults are speaking right now. Shut your noise hole, soldier. The adults are talking. Remember? They even put that into a fucking ad for the Warzone mode in Halo 5. A big trailer. Forced to be seen by hundreds of thousands of Halo fans, maybe even 1 million. Saw them talk down to you like that. Oh, you're worried that the microtransaction pay-to-win system will grant people better weapons more frequently than players who don't pay extra? Yeah? You're worried about that? Because that's exactly what the fuck it's going to cause. Unbalance. That's exactly what the fuck it's going to cause. Like, you don't even have to play the game to know that. It's literally written out for you. It's explained perfectly for you. Yeah, if you buy the microtransactions, you have more chances of getting better gear than somebody who does not. If you play and grind enough over time, then you have enough shit saved up that this doesn't really matter. But when the game first launched, for those first few months, yes, it is a fucking fact that microtransaction spending cucks had a combat advantage over those who did not do the same. those who did not spend the same kind of extra cash. It was pay to win bullshit. And when players were like, hey, that's play to win bullshit, fuck that, 343 said, shut the fuck up, you fucking child. The grown ups are talking. They didn't just like disagree or try to be diplomatic. They told us, hey, we're doing the corporate greed thing, so why don't you go fuck yourself? We don't care. This has been a trend, I swear to God. The corporate world, the elite world, the richers of society have been acting, they're not even trying to pretend that they're decent people anymore. They just straight up act like fucking dickheads to our faces now. We're going to have to rise up and kill all these dickheads soon, I swear to God. So fucking annoying, dude. Like, Elon Musk is the perfect example. He's the poster child of this. What was he like 10, 15 years ago? I'm a liberal Democrat and I'm a good boy and I'm just making rockets. He was lying to us, trying to cover his tracks. At least he was trying to fake who he really was. Who he really is today. This fucking far-right dickhead who helped Orange Hitler get elected, and all this bad stuff's been happening, and he obviously doesn't care, and he acts like a giant dickhead. He's transphobic as hell online. Yeah. He knows the gig is up. He knows he can't trick people into thinking he's a good guy anymore. I guess the internet is part of that. It's harder to trick people now. Everybody knows who everybody is, basically, at this point. So, we know you're a dickhead, bro. So, he knows it. He's not that stupid. He's fucking stupid, but he's not that stupid. He's smart enough to tell when everyone knows that he's a fucking worm, right? So, we got a lot of billionaires lashing out, acting like complete dickheads. The Palantir motherfuckers behind ICE, all the ICE assholes brutalizing people for no good reason. Yeah, that guy's a billionaire. He's a fucking tweaker. He's on drugs all the time, acting like a giant dickhead. We should put a bullet in his fucking head. Like, these guys are just causing crimes endlessly, starting genocides, wars, endless wars. This is all their fault, and they're openly going, yeah, I did that, and what are you gonna do about it? Nothing. I'm a rich, powerful cocksucker. Suck my dick, bitches. And we just got to put up with it? I don't know about that, man. I think Mangione happened for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Just saying, man. I was just talking about corporate bullshit and gaming, and it got into politics and crap. That's how it works. Sorry, everything's political. People who say, keep politics out of my blah blah, you're fucking retarded. Politics is everything. It's literally how society functions, man. Everything you do in society, everything you do with your life, you do it within a society. You're part of it. Sorry. Politics is everything, unfortunately. Hate to burst your bubble, but it is. You know why we got microtransactions in games now? It's because Bobby Kotick, the CEO of Crap Division, decided to hang out with Epstein on his private jet and island while they raped girls and stuff and did all kinds of unspeakable, satanic, horrible, weird, fucking creepy shit, right? And while they were doing that, they decided to come up with charging us extra for every little fucking thing in a video game. And they pushed that on us, and now we got to deal with it. Can you believe that shit? Yeah, that's what happened. See? I just wanted to talk about video games, but guess what? Something really bad about video games, microtransactions, looms over all of us. Are we not going to call the fucking elephant out in the fucking room? Of course we are. We're going to talk about what sucks about games. And that's what fucking sucks most about any fucking thing in gaming today. Ever since microtransactions, I swear to God, it's the worst fucking thing ever. Now our games launch unfinished on purpose so that they can sell you bits of it over time and charge you extra every little fucking time. This all adds up, and this is costing a lot of fucking money, actually. I just dropped it all. I don't play online new games anymore, period, basically. Unless they actually do a good job, and you never see it. You never see it. You really don't. And so many older games are better than these new games anyway, so... Like, it's just true, dude. What are the best games ever made? It basically came from 98 to 2001, somewhere around there, right? These are the best games ever made. Halo 1, of course. Final Fantasy 7. Well, that was 97, but close enough. Like Ocarina of Time, Half-Life, StarCraft, right? Fucking Morrowind, I think, was 2003. Metroid Prime, I think that was 2002. There was Wind Waker, you know, like the best Zeldas, the best Metroids, the best Halos were coming out, you know. Like, if you want to get real, 1990 to 2010 was where it was at. This was the best time in gaming. We invented 3D gaming. We invented online gaming. We weren't charging an arm and a leg for it. These were the most memorable fucking things we've ever done in the history of all of gaming. Because gaming's existed since what? 70s, basically, when a bunch of hippies invented it. You know, fucking Tetris and Pong and shit like that. That's where it all started. Bunch of hippie women largely invented gaming, actually. A lot of right-wing sexist dickheads don't want to admit to that fact, but it's true. This thing that we all fucking enjoy massively, next to music and TV shows or movies, is video games, and it's become an even bigger and more profitable industry than those two. Video games is fucking huge now, and you know who invented it? Hippie ass fucking motherfuckers, largely women. Women invented the first computer parts. Yeah. Can't have gaming without the ladies. So show women some fucking respect, you sexist pig fucking pieces of shit. I swear to God, dude, I can't stand creep gamers, dude. Like, there's a criticism for the new Halo that's really annoying to me. Cortana looks like a man. Why did they trans Cortana? It's like, dude, there's a way to criticize the visuals in a way that you don't look like a retarded asshole. You know what I mean? There's a way to criticize the visuals like what I'm about to do, which is Unreal 5 working with AI slop. That's what you're gonna get. So when you see Cortana in the new Halo talking and her mouth is moving and then you're hearing the words coming out of her mouth and it looks like the words coming out aren't matching up with the way her tongue and lips are supposed to be moving, and you're just like, what the fuck, you know? Yeah, it's bad. They did a bad job. This isn't good. So that's what is fucking wrong, you know? And it's so fucking rich coming from these guys, you know, because like if you actually watch a lot of the game, Cortana looks fine for the most part. In certain stills, she looks fucking weird when she's talking, but and also this is far from what's wrong with fucking this company, which has pushed microtransactions on us like crazy, which has made dog shit Halo game after dog shit Halo game that plays way too much like Cock fucking Duty. I don't want anything to do with that. If I want to play Call of Duty, I'll play Call of Duty, dude. We're here to play Halo. It's supposed to actually be skillful and play a lot differently than Call of Duty. No sprinting bullshit. No heavy auto aim, hold left trigger to aim down sights where now there's this big thing in the middle of the screen where you can't see what's going on down here because your gun and arm and it's in the no, like in Halo when you zoom in you jab down on R3, the fucking analog stick, and it instantly in the blink of an eye goes to a scope and you're looking at whatever you want to kill. It's fast, it's quick, it's way better than fucking hard fucking aim down sights cuck shit and Cock of Duty. God, I hate Call of Duty. I hate Call of Duty because it got so fucking popular for some dumb reason. Because most shooting game fans are dumb fucks, and they glommed onto trash like that, which is inferior to Halo games from Bungie. My God, I can't believe that shit happened. But hey, most gamers are fucking dumb. What do you want? You know, sometimes something really stupid is really popular, like Fortnite or Minecraft or Pokemon or something. Sorry, it's just true. Like, anyway, I'm probably gonna piss off some Pokemon lovers, but dude, your games are nothing special. Okay, it's a a turn-based RPG where one fighter fights one at a time. That's obviously worse than Final Fantasy or other RPGs that do the whole turn-based thing, like Chrono Trigger. Yeah, Chrono Trigger is way better than any fucking Pokemon game. All right. Sorry, I got high standards, okay? I like the very fucking best video games ever made, alright? So if your game that you love so much is mid compared to that, I'm gonna call it what it is. It's mid compared to that, okay? Sorry. Sorry, alright? Sometimes you can like bad games, but like you only like a certain part of it. You kind of hate the rest. But since this one part you really like, you think the game is fine, you'll still play it just for that one part. Like that's happened to me before. The Super Nintendo Batman game, based on the third movie, the Schumacher movie with the Riddler and Two-Face, it's fucking terrible. It feels like a poorly modded, ported over Mortal Kombat game. That's how bad it is. It's terrible. It was one of the worst games I've ever played. But it had some weird like tutorial style multiplayer versus mode where you could fight the AI and team up with your buddy and play a little 2v2 against the AI. You could have your friend play with you. That was actually kind of fun because you could play as this one dude who has a chainsaw and you would chainsaw their nutsack and it was really funny looking and you were pretty overpowered as this character, this chainsaw thug. So that made the game a lot of fun. This game sucks. Don't even touch the single player mode. Good God. But this weird multiplayer tutorial thing where you fight in the Batcave, that just was pretty funny actually. Like I could actually sit there playing that for about an hour before getting bored, you know. I do praise the game for that. That made me laugh so hard as a kid. And I still do to this day. So you see, like, games are, it's complicated, okay? I'm just saying overall what a game is, all right? Like that, like I said, that game I just talked about, it's pretty much 100% dog shit. But there's that 1 or 2% of it that, it kind of had something going there for a sec. Shit, hey, that's how I feel about this new Halo game. All of the cinematic stuff that they redid, I don't like the Unreal 5 AI slop look where animations fail to load in on time and things sometimes look too perfect or are they it's weird, dude. It's all over the fucking place. It's a mess. It's a messy cucked way to do the fucking game animation. I prefer back in the day where it didn't look as good in certain ways simply because we couldn't get that many pixels and things rendered onto screens back then. Of course, it was technological limitations, but you could still like see it and then think to yourself, yeah, it's cartoony looking, but I can see what they were going for with the artist. I can see how they came up. That is way more cool and interesting than AI generated slop, which is just like typical weird crap that you're seeing. You don't care about its origins, how it was made or anything, because there isn't one. It just was shat out by this weird computer system that we have now known as AI generation. There's nothing there. It's boring, and a lot of the time it looks weird, especially when characters are trying to talk. Okay, it doesn't know how to match that up good. That's fucking weird. And then we have artists come in and try to edit over that to tweak things and make it look better. So they try to argue that AI is like a tool that helps you make the games better. It can set a foundation for you that you can build upon, but a foundation built on AI, it's not as good. You kind of want a game with a human touch, This AI shit, though, not a human touch. Very corporate, cold, weird feeling, empty feeling kind of touch. Where's the heart, man? When you hear a song or watch a movie that was created by artists, people who worked on it, and you really liked it, you want to know about the artists, what they went through, how they came up with this. Maybe you want to be like them, find out how they do their thing. That is cool. You can't do that with AI. There's no person there. Okay? AI is fucking stupid. Anyway, what was I talking about, though? Jesus Christ, I forgot what I was talking about. This Halo game. Yeah, oh yeah, what I was talking about is sexist weirdos who are just like, like fucking talking about bringing up gender all the time and stuff. It's fucking weird, dude. Like, just criticize the game on what's reasonable to criticize. Why are you getting sexist? Why are you getting racist? Like, why are you getting... You're just making yourself look like a complete unlikable asshole. Even if you're right, you look like a dickhead and everyone will hate you. You know what I mean? Like why are you doing that? Maybe fucking no-lifers that you share internet spaces with will think you're fucking cool for being a sexist or a racist. But guess what? You go into the real world with that shit? Nuh-uh. That's not going to be fucking tolerated. You're going to piss someone off and they're going to knock your fucking teeth out. All right? Grow the fuck up. It might be a woman. That'll hurt your ego. Because women are weak, right? They're weaker than men. Not all the time, dumbass. Stop being a sexist. I really hate tough guy mentality. Because you could be the biggest, strongest, deadliest fucking assassin like motherfucker in the world. Guess what? Violence, it's sudden, it's messy. You never know how it's gonna go, man. There was a story of this fitness fucknut in the fitness fucknut community. You know, workoutaholics that are really judgy about what you eat and drink and stuff. Like they just want to be a complete control freak over your body because they think they know what's best. And maybe they do. Some of them, most of them definitely don't. But maybe some of them have cracked the code to having the most best feeling perfect body ever. I don't know. Who cares? Anyway, it's not their fucking life. You don't have a right to control me that fucking intensely. No, fuck you, dude. But they act like this anyway. That's why I hate them. That's why I think they're annoying. But anyway, get this. There was this one story. This dude was like 35 years old, workout fitness guru, nutter, a 12 pack, you know. He looked lean as fuck. He looked like he had the most fit body a man could ever have, you know. And everyone congratulated him on how good looking he was, you know. And yeah, anyway, apparently he like didn't eat for like 6 hours, and he had such a low sugar and low fat amount inside of his body that he simply starved to death essentially because he like skipped a meal or something like that, and that's how he died. And the workout nutter community was outraged and were like, "How could this have happened? He was the best of us." It's just like, because obviously he was obsessed with fucking his appearance and stuff and went overboard with some of this health crap, alright? Like, you can care about it too much to the point where it gets you killed, man. It's just true. Also, the sad reality is life is cruel. Sometimes, oh, I got cancer, fuck. Oh, I have this weird disease. Oh, you know, I fell down this hole. Fuck. Shit. Dude, something bad happened to me earlier this year. I pulled a muscle in my arm. I've never done that before. My arm is still motherfucking healing from it. I don't know if it'll ever fully heal. In some ways, it feels kind of broken and weaker than it used to. That sucks. Am I going to have to deal with this for the rest of my life? Maybe I should see a doctor that'll charge me thousands. You know, fuck, right? Guess I'm stuck with this. I don't know what to do in this situation. And I'm lucky. That's just me being lucky to still be alive, breathing, and still feeling perfectly fine. Unless I move the arm in certain weird ways, then it kind of hurts. But if that's the worst of my problems, then I guess I'm one of the luckier motherfuckers in this world. Because yeah, there's a lot of people that just. You saw the headline for that Godzilla chick? Yeah, there's this little actress lady, girl, kid. She's like 14 or 15. She plays this kid actor character in some of the Godzilla King Kong things. Good for her. Guess what? She's fucking dead now. Car crash. Boom. That sucks. That's terrible. That's really unfortunate. But that was a bad example. At least that person was like loved and cared about and was being raised properly until that moment, basically. What about kids being bombed in Gaza or kids working in the slave mines? How about that? Those kids have no future. They're going to die very soon. That's what's going to happen to them. Isn't that awful? What the fuck? The world is so fucked up. And it's all the, Epstein class motherfuckers' fault. They're the main ones behind all of this. And a few stupid motherfuckers that do their bidding and go along with it. Complete simps. Complete cucks. That's the worst. That's the most terrifying thing about men, is they'll often get together as gigantic incel nerd cuck groups and form a party of power that way. Yeah. And yeah, unfortunately that's who's in control. Yeah. Think about it. It's just true. Who are the most annoying but also evil and most powerful people in the world? They're very incel-y. They're very sheltered. They're very antisocial. They're dickheads. They're, tyrants, fucking dictators, fucking genociders, the Epstein class. These are the worst people ever. They've clawed their way to the top of high society, and they stay there with an iron fist, while the rest of us have to work. And then they rape our children just for fun, to mock us. Right? It's true. They're raping kids on private jets. They're sending kids to war. Yeah. This is the society we live in. The Epstein class motherfuckers. Clintons, the Bushes, the Obamas, the Trimpers. Fucking all of it, dude. These are all horrible neoliberal fucking monsters that live at the top and rain shit down on all of us. It's awful. Fuck these people, dude. Anyway, what was I talking about earlier? Yeah, right. Halo, sexism. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Yeah, don't be a weirdo that's like, Cortana looks like a he-she, a trans, a she-male. You know, they say all these weird fucking... Like, dude. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Swear to God. I don't really get it. I think Cortana just looks weird because the AI Unreal Engine shit. And they should have made her purple, you know, like in the orig. Whatever. Yeah, you see it on Johnson too. His mouth and facial expressions are weird. And he's a little too chipper for moments when like characters die and stuff. That felt weird. Yeah. So in my last video, I was clowning on this Sarah Palmer stand-in type character that they introduced in the prequel missions. There's two characters that they introduced basically. This lady and the prophet, the Dr. Halsey, but for the Covenant prophet, who works alone somehow. No one knows what he's doing. Okay. All right. Yeah, he's like Batman, you know. In everyday Covenant society, he's just a billionaire playboy, but secretly he's like a scientist, and he's got a lab and all this bat suit gear, and he goes out and creates super soldiers. I wasn't digging this storyline. I thought it was kind of dumb, but whatever. It's just especially weird because apparently he escapes and gets away, and I guess we just never heard of him in Halo 1, 2, 3, in Reach, in Halo 4, in Halo 5, and Spartan Assault. And is he in the books? I don't know what's going on. I don't trust any of the book shit. I never did. The original games came first. They never fucking catered to the book. They kind of did their own thing. Eric Nyland just sort of adapted outside adaptation to it. It wasn't really the main story. The main story was the games, okay? It's true. Some people want to argue with me on that. They're fucking stupid. There's literally a fucking interview from HBO with Eric Nuland, the writer of the very first Halo book, which came out before Halo 1, but started development after the development of Halo 1. So while Halo 1 was getting made, then this guy came along to see what the guys at Bungie created for the storyline so far, and he took what they created, and then he started writing a lore book about how Master Chief was one of many, actually, other similar Spartans, and they did missions, and that's what the first Halo book is about. He put that book out before the game could come out, and then the game came out a few months after, or something like that, like a month or so after. And so, yeah, the book came first, but the game was made first. It was the first thing. So Eric Nolan admits to this in the interview. He said, by the time I showed up, motherfuckers, fucking most of the groundwork for the story was already done. I just adapted a lot of stuff to it and put it together and wrote stories off of it. That's all he did. So, yeah, the original fucking storyline and lore and origin of the Halo storyline is, yeah, from Bungie nerds that wanted to play a super soldier game where you're these Spartans and reference of like Greek mythology. And it was a game that was coming out in 2001, and they were working on it for a few years prior. So, you know, they were very clearly inspired by Starship Troopers, the movie, Alien 2, you know, and Predator, obviously. You know, the elites are a lot like Predators, you know. And then there was StarCraft at the time, which is Terran Marine Zerg. UNSC, Protoss, Flood, right? You see the similarity. Like, you can see where a lot of the inspirations came from to come up with the storyline of Halo at the time. So it wasn't all Eric Nolan. He wasn't this I'm the George R. R. Martin of Halo. No, that's not it at all. Not even fucking close. There's a bunch of nerds working at Bungie at the time who came up with all this shit, like collectively working together to make a story. That's the true origin of Halo. And it was kind of sloppy and weird. I mean, the grunts speak English. I mean, whatever. Yeah, it wasn't meant to be taken all that seriously. The main focus on the game was gameplay and stuff, and they did nail it. It was pretty game changey for its time. The whole 2-weapon thing, the whole physics engine, the golden triangle of combat. Melee nades, weapons, right? Like driving a vehicle at the same time and having someone shooting, riding alongside you, It's one of the first shooters to make that feel good and correct. It's like the best split screen shooting game experience ever made. Like, yeah, Halo 1 kicks ass. What was the point I was trying to make here? My goodness, I trail off sometimes. I trail off a lot. I think I trailed off like 3 or 4 times this video so far. But yeah, I saw some people being dicks to people who weren't impressed with the Halo remake. People were calling it cash grab evolved. Cash grab evolved. That's good. Yeah, that's a good one. You gotta admit it. That's a good one. Cash grab evolved. I like that. And some guy got mad at me for saying that. He was like, yeah, is it still funny now that you've said it for the 50 millionth time, bro? And I was just like, I just learned about this one a few days ago, okay? Give me a break. Fucking, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, I'm happy when 343 fails. More proof that I'm correct, that these new Halo games suck. Don't be that cuck that comes at me and says, I'm enjoying the new Halo while you're sitting there being all bitter. Haha, I'm actually having fun, not you. Like, don't do that, man. Don't do that. That'll just make me laugh. Come on. But people do that shit, dude. They do that shit. It's really sad. It's this massive cope, Man, oh man. Funny, though. Funny. Yeah, but the bottom line is, this one guy I saw, he, did a video mostly praising the game, and he said that they mostly care, And I kind of respect this YouTuber. He does really good comparisons, showing why Master Crap Collection isn't as good as the originals. He's done great work there, but he's been mostly dick licking this new Halo game, and it was just kind of sad to see. So I leaned into him. I was just like, dude, you're being retarded. Being retarded, man. The shit looks pretty bad. It looks fucking weird, dude. But I laid down the law like I do. I was all like, Halo 1, what is it, 25-ish years ago, basically, came out. And when it did, it had a single-player mode. And it also had, get this, a multiplayer mode. Yeah. I remember it was so sweet back in the day. I owned everybody at the LAN parties, dude. The 16-player LAN party fucking Halo multiplayer shit was a game changer for gaming, I swear to God. Like, we had it made back then. That's some of the most glorious times. For sure. Uh, oh man, those LAN parties were fun. Oh, I made some enemies. Some kids got really fucking snooty mad with me. Yeah, I was like, you know, because it's like a sleepover party, right? Or someone's birthday, right? And it's like, oh, all right, this is awesome. Everybody, you don't know this person, you don't know that person, but you introduce yourselves and you're polite to each other and you're nice and everyone's getting along. And then I start seriously murdering them in this game and they start getting fucking mad and it's just great. It's great. Because, of course, I was one of the best. I was such a nasty Halo player. But of course I was. I grew up playing GoldenEye and shit on the N64, so it was like a natural evolution. And I'm destroying everybody in GoldenEye. My buddy Michael, he's a psychopath back in the day. He was really good at GoldenEye. He was kicking my ass at the game at first when I first started playing with him. But then I started adopting his tactics and became superior. Yeah. And similar thing happened when Smash Bros. 64 came out. I played him and his bro. He would always play as Link, and Link is honestly not that good. But he was pretty good with Link regardless, and he would kick my ass. And his little bro was really good, though, and he would play as Kirby. And, of course, if you know anything about that game, Kirby is clearly one of the best characters. Star Fox, I think, though, is actually the best character because of the speed. But, yeah, eventually I got better than both of them, and I would kick everybody's fucking ass in that game. Usually as Star Fox. Sometimes as Pikachu or Kirby, because they're really good if you know how to use them. But, yeah, Star Fox, his speed, his splits move, his deflection, and knowing when to use it. Yep, that's a real winner, that combo. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, the original Halo had a campaign and a multiplayer, $50. This remake of it, made from Unreal slop and AI generated slop, and online only bullshit, and fucking premium skin microtransaction dog shit that looks worse than your grandma's titties. Yeah, this is terrible by comparison. But yeah, $50 for the base version of the game, and it has no multiplayer, so it is definitely a worse Halo game in overall than the original, of course. And then there's the $70 version of the game, so you can play it 5 days early. And they couldn't get it working for a lot of people for several hours. Apparently they got it fixed in like 3 to 6 hours for most people, give or take. It's hard to say. Everybody's experience was a little different. So, yeah. 3 to 6 hours, it's safe to say, is when everybody started getting over the technical hurdle. But yeah, what a bunch of assholes, right? They ruined a lot of people's day. They trusted you to release the game when you said you'd release it, and they were greeted with a big fat fuck you for several hours. You should give them their fucking $20 back for that. Actually, you should give them the game for free, or at least heavily discounted. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Make them pay $20 tops for that experience because you fucked them over. Because it's not just that they paid extra and got. But it's that, you know, they took the day off. They prepared. They made room in their schedule for you. You know, they showed up for you. They were there to enjoy their new Halo experience and go around praising the game and telling everybody to get it because they thought it was great. That's what's supposed to happen. Too bad the game is shit, and too bad it didn't fucking work. So it was a shit launch. And apparently it worked better for PS5 users, but they had different problems like screen flickering and having to restart and stuff like that to get a lot of things to work. So yeah, PS5 had some shit, and apparently there were frame stutters in a lot of areas. Yep, this is bullshit, dude. Fuck this game. Fuck playing this Halo. GameStop gave it an 8 out of 10, saying that this is like the best way to experience the campaign evolved video game storyline experience of Halo. And no, dude. Maybe watch it on YouTube for free or something. Because some of the visuals are pretty cool. even though a lot of it is Unreal slop and AI slop. That part sucks, but you know, they still like showed some stuff that looked kind of fun. Like there's this scene where the dropship is crashing on Halo and two Marines get sucked out the back. They go flying to their deaths and all ragdoll violent. That, I really liked that part. I thought that was a nice touch. A nice thing that they added. Pretty sure that wasn't in the orig. Yeah. Watching Marines get sucked out. Splat. Get impaled on a tree or something. That's fucking horrible. Like the fact that they did that, I appreciate that. There are some things I can compliment about this remake remaster. Oh, I really like the way Chief looks. It may be AI slop, I know, but at least it's not like when they do it to a human, it looks fucking weird. It does, okay. But since it's Master Chief and his armor, yeah, he might look differently shaped in certain shots because it's AI slop. Yes, that is true. But a lot of shots of him standing still, kind of, and like a lot of it did look kind of cool. I'll admit. You know, AI is not perfect. It fucking sucks most of the time, but sometimes there's rare instances of it looking convincing and good and not too bad. Like there's a shot where after he talks to Captain Keyes, he's looking at the Halo ring stuff, and it shows Chief's helmet visor, and you can see the ring reflecting right off his visor, and it looked really cool, kind of. So I'm really reaching here to compliment this game. It's mostly bad. I'm really reaching. I can't think of much positive here. Smooth frame rate is always nice, but a lot of the time it was kind of lagging up and getting a little crappy looking, so not the best frame rate in a lot of times. I'd rather have a steadier 30 frames than fucking this crap that jumps around. I hate that shit. Or I feel like I gotta speed up or also slow down with the game because of the fucking frame rate jumping around. That's what sucks about modern gaming. Frame rates lagging and then speeding up, and then lagging and then speeding up. You know, that's terrible. That's really throwing me off here, you know? I'm trying to play the game, not deal with tech issues. Right? Duh. My God. Like, that's like a buzzing bee trying to sting you while you're playing. It's just a total nuisance. Why the fuck would you want to deal with that? So it's always great when games are not doing that. What was I going to say, though? The Sarah Palmer stand-in type character, though, she was not good. And her lines were kind of delivered with cringe and a bit too much of an uppity, upbeat kind of, like, she didn't really sell the we've been stranded out here and we're starving and, like, we thought the UNSC deserted us and, like, a broken vibe. And then they end up, like, sacrificing themselves on this one mission that they shouldn't have done, that they easily should have had the chief do. And, yeah, this is terrible writing from 343. And, okay. I was just watching the cinematic scene shit, right? So there might be more in-gameplay dialogue and stuff that might make this feel like it makes more sense emotionally, right? And guess what? I decided to watch someone actually play through the missions too, gameplay-wise, and experience the cinematic scenes at the same time, right? And that shit made it even worse, dude. Because there's a scene where Johnson is flying around with Chief in the Seraphs trying to take out baddies, and he radios in to Lieutenant Williams, that's her name, and he says to her, "How's it going on those power plants?" And she's like, we're getting it done, but we just lost so-and-so. She names like two of her people that she lost. So this should be like a sad moment, right? Like, oh crap, they're dying, fuck, you know? But immediately after this transmission with fucking the lieutenant, fucking Johnson says to Chief, "All right, Chief, let's dance." Like, is that really the tone and way to talk immediately after you just lost comrades? Like, this is Like, it's goofy. It's Marvel quippy shit. I hate it.